What is up? What is up? What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday night. It's late. And I'll tell you guys, I have found that about that 9 p.m. ish start time, it's 9:14 right now. I get really good audience around 9:15. And this is a part of social media. So let me bust out a tip for you guys before we even get started. Because if you understand your audience, right? My people are a lot of people like me. What does that mean? Millennials with families. And so 9 p.m. is about the time that we've got the kids to bed, the home is ours, and we like get back on social media, start checking things out. And so even though it's late at night, it's a good time for me to go live. And so just be aware of that. Don't feel like you've always got to hit the lunch window. You've always got to hit the mid-afternoon. Go live at nighttime, because what else do people have to do? And so here's why I'm doing this video. Well, number one, and I should have put this on there somewhere, but this is the 7th day of our 30 days of videos challenge. So I'm going to have to go back and add the hashtag to this because I forgot. So I had to get my video in before the day was over. But guys, I am unlocking the secrets to social media. This is what I have committed to my life to at this point. All right. Every book I read, my thought is, how can I help this get people better at social media? Right. This book right here, Compassionomics, just bought it. Gonna start reading it to help you guys get better at social media. This book right here, Neuroscience for Dummies. I'm reading it to help you guys get better at social media. And so I'm also reading a book called Atomic Habits that I am in love with. I'm in love with it. It's unbelievable. I've only read like 3 chapters, but here is what I'm figuring out. Oh, look at you guys already commenting. Let me come say what's up. What's up, Carrie? How the heck are you? It's so great to see you. Hey, Veronica. Thanks for watching. So proud of you for your videos. I got my friend Megan Fife over on LinkedIn. I love it. You worked late. I'm so proud of you. Let's go. You guys are the best. So what are we going to talk about? Guys, I am learning that in Atomic Habits, right? It talks about, so this is what blew my mind. In the very beginning of the book, he mentions that winners and losers set the same goals. Think about this. Winners and losers set the same goals. I'm gonna put this in the comments. Winners and losers set the same goals. What? And so what's up, Robin? And so think about that. Like I thought about high school. Like I played football and basketball. And I thought, you know what? I bet Michael Jordan and myself maybe didn't have goals that were too far off from each other in high school. But the systems, the processes that he put in place helped him get to where I was unable to. Because we may have had the same goals. It's so easy to go, yep, that's my goal too. But it's not the goals, guys. It's the habits that determine if we're going to hit goals or not. And so he talks about in this book, Atomic Habits, about how essentially we can work goals from the inside out. We can work goals from the outside in. And so what that means is most of us treat goals based on outcomes. I want to lose weight. I'm going to do 3 videos a week on social media. My wife and I are going to go on 1 date night every month, right? Whatever it is, we set goals that are based on outcomes. Then we use processes, if we're smart, to achieve those goals, ultimately using those goals to affirm or begin to change our identity. And he talks about this is how most of us do goal setting, but we should be working the opposite. We should be working from identity. Through identity, we create processes which ultimately allows us to achieve the outcomes that we want, because goals give us temporary victories. Goals give us temporary opportunities for confidence. But when we have processes that we believe in, we can always be confident. And so this is what I watch with people in social media every day, especially now that we're in season 1 of my coaching program. And so I get to work shoulder to shoulder with 9 people from across the country. And so I watch it every day. On the day you do a video, you feel a little bit better. But you go a few days without doing a video and you start feeling worse, because everything is decided by the goal as opposed to the process, as opposed to the habit. Or we tie the goal to how many views did it get? So we don't celebrate the fact that we did a video. We only celebrate if the outcome of that video was what we hoped it would be. And so we are doing social media wrong. We're doing it wrong. We're setting poor habits. Actually, we're really not even creating habits. And so it's causing us to get frustrated. And so here's the first thing I want to tell you guys is poor expectations lead to bad results. And guys, if I'm being honest, for many of you, the expectations that you set for social media are bad. They're bad. And so when your expectations are poor, you're going to get bad results. And so you, if you're not careful, you will look at social media like it is this genie in a bottle, like you have found Aladdin, and you're going to rub that lamp. The genie's going to pop out, and you're going to say, "Oh, mighty genie, I need 3 new listings from this video that I'm about to do on Facebook and or Instagram." Guys, it doesn't work like that. Social media is a maturating process, right? It is a slow burn. It is creating opportunities in the future for us that sometimes will yield immediate results. And so here's something that James Clear says in the book. He says, change can take years before it happens all at once. Change can take years before it happens all at once. Guys, here's what's been fascinating. If I can update you guys on my journey for a moment. All of a sudden, it feels like I have arrived. I am getting invited to bigger events. I am getting invited to speak at things. I am getting connected to people that, in my opinion, I have they are so far ahead of me and out of my league. But I am finding myself not only in these rooms, but in these circles with people that are just achieving at levels so much higher than me. And what I'm hearing from some of them is they're saying things like, "Man, it feels like you just overnight showed up on the scene. It feels like you just showed up out of nowhere." But guys, the reality, for those of you that have known me for a long time, I am the same person that I was 7 years ago when I started doing this. I am just finally beginning to be noticed for what I've been doing for years. And so this is the quote, right? Change can take years before it happens all at once. What should you take out of this for social media? Create the habit. Create the habit. Keep posting. Keep sending DMs. Keep doing the videos. Stay invested and watch it reap an incredible result for you if you keep going, because change can take years before it happens all at once. Man, it's powerful. Mitch Peak, what's up, bro? Thanks, man. Thanks for hanging out with me. Look at Mark. Dude, I love your profile picture. I love it. Thank you. So, guys, reset expectation. Realize that your social media is your brand. It's not your selling field. It's not It's not the place that you need to go wild from a sales perspective. It's a place that you need to create as much value as possible, as often as possible, and don't care about views. Don't care about shares. Don't care about comments. Just keep putting it out there. Just keep putting it out there. And you will be blown away by what happens. Mark Perkins, what's up, bro? So good to have you on here. The next thing that I want to talk about is again from the book Atomic Habits. He says the quality of our lives is determined by the quality of our habits. And here's what's fascinating to me about habits. I'm leading a book study with a friend of mine through the book Atomic Habits. And so I'm as I'm reading this book and really learning about habits, it's fascinating to me. Because you know what's cool? We all are good at habits, and yet we all suck at habits, right? Some of us are good at certain habits. Some of us are good at others. For example, some of you on here, you have mastered the habit of fitness. You have mastered the habit of health. You physically embody a really good habit. For others of you, you have incredible financial habits. And you might not look it on the surface, but you have this ability to acquire and grow your wealth because you've created habits around your finances. Right? I have really good social media habits. I have really good habits built around video, built around social media, around content. And so it's not that any of us are bad at this. It's that all of us are good at different aspects of habits. And so we've just got to figure out if you're really strong in your habits to go work out and eat healthy, you got to figure out how to take that habit and turn it into being good at social media. I got to take my habit of being great at social media. I got to take my habit of being consistent at home with my wife and my family, and I got to turn that in to increase my habits with health and fitness and healthy eating, right? And so this is how your social media gets better. Because here's ultimately what I came up with. Oh, wait, that was too far. Whoop, saving that. Results from your social media are determined by the social media habits you create. So guys, stop it for a moment. Stop and just listen. Stop receiving validation from social media. It will always fail you. You need to go get validation from somewhere else. Get it from your spouse. I choose to get it from Jesus. And so I know who I am. I know what I represent, and I know why I'm here. And so when I do this video, I'm not going to go later on tonight. I'm not going to go get caught up in, did I get as many views as last time? Do I have more comments than I had the last time? How are my numbers trending from last year to this year? Guys, that is exhausting, and you're going to burn yourself out, and you're going to hate social media. And so you've got to identify your message. You've got to come into clarity on how it is you can use these platforms to serve people and freaking serve because you have the desire, not because you're chasing the hopeless accolades of likes, comments, and shares. Because here's what's crazy about social media. So many of the greatest conversations I've had have come from people that have said, man, I've been watching you for 2 years. And I go, what? What are you talking about? You've been watching me for 2 years. You've never liked anything. I've never even seen your name on social media. And they go, I know. I just watch. I don't engage. I just watch. I watch from the shadows. All of you have those shadow dwellers that are watching you. And while you think your life is boring, they're engaged. While you think nobody's paying attention, they're taking notes. And if you keep going, the moment is going to come. The tipping point is going to happen where you are going to be blown away, and it's going to feel like it happened overnight, but it didn't. because you got consistent with habits now. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. And I got to acknowledge, I saw Mitch. Dude, I'm glad, bro. Speaking right at you. This is, guys, this is why I do this, right? My goal when I do any video I ever do, my goal is that one person is impacted. But I might not know till way later. But that's my goal. I just want this to impact one person, because you're going to take this and you're going to go impact your people. And guess what? I get to be a part of that. I get to see that and go, man, I'm so glad I got to be friends with Mitch, and I got to help encourage him to go put out that message, because it's changing people's lives. But we've got to really think about, why are we doing this? Most people do it for the fake accolades. You got to shore up your why. And guys, here's the last part. You're only bad at social media if you keep telling yourself that. Change the bleeping narrative. Change the narrative. In Atomic Habits, James Clear, he tells a story about people that smoke. And this is just the analogy that he was using. And he said, there is so much power in our words. And so the way he said this was, he said, imagine if you have smoked in the past and you're trying to quit, and somebody says, hey, do you want a cigarette? And you say, oh no, I'm trying to quit. He says, your language is already admitting defeat to yourself. You're not an overcomer. You're just trying to quit. He said, think about how much different it would be if when somebody said, hey, do you want a cigarette? And your response was, I don't smoke. What? You see the difference? You see mentally the way that impacts your psyche, the way that impacts the way you see yourself, the way you talk to yourself. And you know, there's all this research about how you can literally nurture plants back to health with encouraging words. What? So if we can encourage plants through the power of our words, how much more can we encourage people when we do this the right way? And so for you guys that have had the excuse for years, man, I'm just not good at social media. I wasn't born with a phone in my hand. I'm old. I'm a boomer. Stop it. Change the narrative. You're great at social media. You're just in process. Change the narrative. Believe what you want to become. Man, that's good right there. I don't even have a note for that. I just made that up. Believe who you want to become. Come on, guys. This is how we do it. And here's the final thing I want to say. If you really want, oh, hold on. Let me show Mark. Dude, you're hilarious. Guys, if Mark said it, if you're watching me and you're not engaging, you are a weirdo. All right? That's what Mark said. I didn't say that. Mark said that. But guys, here's how I want to finish. Social media will instantly change for you when you differentiate sales and relationships. If you need business today, get your butt in a neighborhood, get your butt in front of a bunch of numbers and start knocking and start dialing. If you need sales today, that is what you should be doing. That will yield you, right? We know the numbers. Go call 100 people today. You're going to get somebody to say yes to you. If you need business today, go do it. Right? Don't say that's beneath you. Don't say you're unwilling to do it. If that's what you need, quit making excuses. But don't bring your need for sales to your people on social media. It's not their fault that you owe the electricity company for your bills. It's not their fault that your phone bill's $1,300 a month. It's not their fault that you need money. And so we've got to realize that we are talking about different things. When we look at funnels in our business, you should have funnels that yield instant results. That's cold calling. That's knocking on doors. That's speaking at an event, right? That's getting in the room with people. That can yield stuff like that. But when I'm on here doing social media, guys, this isn't a sales pitch. I'm not doing this video going, ooh, maybe I can get a couple clients out of this. I do this video because somebody 6 months from now is going to see it and it's going to make an impact. If something came out of it tonight, that's totally bonus. But I have no expectation for that because I have a healthy understanding of what social media is and what it isn't. Most of you are fighting so hard on social media for that one sell that you're missing the opportunity to love on the people that would give you 100 referrals. Do it the right way. Create the right habits and watch incredible things happen. And so I'm nervous at this point that if I keep going, I'm going to say things that aren't as awesome as maybe what I've already said. And so I'm going to leave while I'm hot. If this spoke to you, put it in the comments, right? Let me know what part of what I said resonated with you. What part of what I said felt like I was reading your mail and I've been sitting in your head for the last month because I was speaking directly to you. Let me know. It helps me understand what I need to add into my talks, what I need to add into my coaching program. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your Wednesday night. I'll see y'all tomorrow for day 8 of 30 days of videos. Bye, guys.